The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. The Jets were 26th in rushing in the NFL last year. That's a big reason they went and signed Bell back on March 13th. And plays like that give them optimism that they can move up the pecking order in the NFL rushing ranks.
57, Mike 57. Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl.
A first carry for Trenton Cannon. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards. Well, he, like many good running backs, loves to go to the right, and he looked really comfortable going right there.
And was aided by the deception from his QB, who dropped back first before pitching it out to the right to him. I think it allowed the blocking to get set, and that allowed for the big run, too.
12 more yards there and another 1st down. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much, unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Darnold. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Sean Lee, the longtime vet, getting in and getting to the QB. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. 3rd and long, it's Darnold. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's a crush right there. Had his man open for a 1st down. Threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary. Incomplete pass. One of these quarterbacks going to learn. You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
Tavecchio puts this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Prescott. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. A big play here for Dallas. 42 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
A first carry here for Ty Montgomery. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Following the penalty, Montgomery. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. On second down, Pollard looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop. So stuff for no gain on second down brings up a pretty interesting third from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it, but I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll take us to the end of the first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. The kick by Maher is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A 1st down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
I got you. Ladies. 57 to Mike. Here we go.
Here's Darnold. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. And it's 3rd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Darnold throwing complete to Crowder. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Lady. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Man, lady.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. This is intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. He's had it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Yeah, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski.
He's got it at the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one good for 37 yards. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit him with a big one.
The defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of the...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is now 17-3. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
57's the mic.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago. And another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
On second down, it's Bell. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Bell, of course, 3-time 1,000-yard rusher. Sat out 2018, but you look back to 2017, a tick under 1,300 yards and almost 700 more receiving. Now Darnold. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
How about his performance last week? Over 200 yards. I think his decisiveness. One cut, and he goes. That's what's really made him pile up the yardage.
And the yardage he piled up last week, easily honored with NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
I would have voted for him.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone?
Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
After the sack on first down, Darnold. And he's got some space here. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick-6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick-6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Come on, man, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if finally we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. Now it's Darnold. Finds his target. It's Bellamy. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw, Darnold. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times you just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
Here's Darnold. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. He's going to air one out. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Intended that time for Cooper. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now Bell. Slipped one tackle, but no more, as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Check 50, check 50. Red 80. 57's the mic. Squeeze, squeeze, double, double. Double 80, mic 57. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Hey, high 7.
To throw is Darnold. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the 1st down carry. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And the ball is knocked out, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Sign. 57 the mic. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
So following the fumble recovery, here's Darnold. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 21. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. If you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
On first down, Darnold. And Dwayne Allen on the ground. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On second down, this is Cannon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Rock 57. Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Darnold now to throw. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 33.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness that defensive line is eating them alive.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Sean Lee, the linebacker, able to get a hand in coverage. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
57. 57's the mic. Here we go. Watch the screen.
Darnold from the gun, going up top. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense, great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming, lady. I got him. On me. Nice.
On fourth down, Darnold. And he's going to go down way back at the 42-yard line. The Jets try it, but the fourth down play doesn't work. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Here we go. Go right in. Oh, you got deep? Alert 3. We're going to 26.
They'll run on first down. Pollard. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. The tackle there by Brian Poole.
Here we go, 46. 26.
On 2nd and 9. Prescott. Past the 20. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. 23 yards the pickup there. On first down, Pollard. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Taking it in from the 20 as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for it. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense.
Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. DeMarcus Lawrence able to record his 5th sack of the season. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack.
Check Mike 57.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And fantastic field position has them just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line in the red zone.
Here we go, 57's the Mike. It's our time. It's our time.
They'll run on first down. Pollard. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay?
And now here is another interception. Picked by Darian Thompson. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8. The 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
Ty Detmer. He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. picked off by Trumaine Johnson. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game's nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now Bell hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Here we go, 46. Let's go. 26.
Prescott now after the fumble recovery. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
On second down now. Pollard. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. On third down, it's Prescott. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Randall Cobb, his second touchdown on the season as his guys continue to pour it on. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. On second down, it's Bell, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. Darnold.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. On first down, Pollard. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we get back. The kick by Marr is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Sean Lee giving him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's under pressure again, and down he goes again. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And he's going to let it go deep. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Offense back out now for 1st and goal after the successful fake. They'll run with Pollard. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone can stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Sean Lee able to record his 5th sack of the season. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17. And my goodness, another interception. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message? And he loses the football a second time. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
On 2nd down now, it's Bell. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Keep playing.
The offense on third down tonight, they're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. They're looking at third and a few inches. He'll look to throw here. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Bell. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. One last throw now for Darnold. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Dallas, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.